Yo, yo, yo.
Sweet. Nice.
Look at that. Shoom.
Unmute, maybe. The thing with you.
We're unmuted already.
No, but
What's up, y'all?
But the sound effects. Good afternoon, y'all. Morning for some.
How you doing? How you doing? It's Punchie.
Nowhere local, that's for sure. Hey, everybody. This is Punchie TV. I'm here with, I'm Bill. I'm here with Nick. I'm here with, I don't know.
You remember that guy?
I'm
James Hake. And James Hake.
Nick, the American anchor baby. Bill, the engineer.
Bill doesn't care about such silly things like your name and your, like your body and your name. He's a spiritual man.
That's funny.
A spiritual man. All right, we'll see about that. Today we're doing I guess we're going to deal with rocket stuff today.
Indeed.
Because they're supposedly in a few minutes, if the launch is still going on, hasn't been scrubbed, they're going to be taking off back to the moon.
Exciting.
Yeah, back to a not landing on the moon, but back to going around the moon and coming back, which we haven't done for, not a manned mission that's gone around the moon for, 50 years since the last landing on the moon. Back in, the 70s? I think it was the early 70s.
I think so.
Yeah. And
Was that the only one? I was reading some articles and it sounded like maybe there was more than one.
no, there's a bunch of them.
Okay.
Did a bunch of them step on the moon?
Yeah.
Okay.
In different places.
And so there's different places where, because we've seen the
That's so
GIF.
cool.
We've seen the GIF of the tripping astronaut that we see on D Live and Rumble and elsewhere.
This is true.
Right.
Here's
Okay.
a trip and
The tripping
drive
astronauts.
drive the rover all funny.
Right, because there's there's low gravity over there, so things don't work the same. I don't have much to say about the darn rocket. It's just big and it's going to take off, and there are going to be 4 people doing I don't know what for 4 days. No, not 4 days, 10 days. I guess they have to check a bunch of systems and stuff, but, basically packed in a little box about the size of, I don't know, it's like they're all in an area about the size of between us and these guys over here.
Whoa.
Real?
Basically sitting down, and they're all together for 10 days.
So
there's a
this
little
is
There's a little
That's
bathroom
tiny.
over on the edge over here.
Show camera 4.
It's about 10 feet between us.
No,
I
there's
mean,
not that.
from
Maybe
the
closer.
back of us to
Closer.
the back of
Right,
you.
they'd be closer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and
Well, don't say, oh my gosh, we're friends. What happened? You don't like me? No.
I mean, they have a woman there and a black dude. It's 4
Yeah.
people. We
yeah.
only 3.
yeah, last time it was at least all guys. Now if something goes wrong, the toilet stops working properly, or
Yeah.
Or you don't use it properly.
right, or you don't use it
Right, you
properly.
didn't
Hey,
follow-
it's kind of got a plexiglass door this time, which should help.
Whose
there's
particulate
not-
is this?
Gross.
I don't know if you've heard.
particulate.
I don't know if you've heard that recording of some of the Apollo astronauts, and one of them's going, "Oh, we've got a floater."
You're a mature and gross.
Anyway,
And that's referring to a piece of defecation.
you didn't have to put it like that.
Dude,
okay, sorry.
nobody
We
was talking
get
about
it.
that.
That's what you meant.
You brought it up.
I just had to clarify.
You did that.
I'm the most grossed out by you guys talking about this. Okay, move forward.
I
don't-
mean,
we have a limited time.
Yes.
I'm kind of grossed out because You know, they had these stories of. I mean, toilet problems are bad here, but toilet problems in space are on another level.
Right. There's
Sounds
no
like a big joke.
There's limited air to ventilate. and
No, man.
recirculate.
I mean, at least here you have gravity to keep it on the ground.
Right. True.
Sounds like a big
And
April
they're in
Fool's
kind
joke.
of like constant free fall / rocket boosting.
Well, there's zero gravity. You
Okay.
know, stuff just floats.
Yeah.
Sounds like a big April Fool's prank. Is what it sounds like.
And it is April Fool's Day, by the way, y'all. It's the 1st of April, Wednesday, 2026 AD.
Yeah, what a day for a launch. First launch back to the moon
Yeah.
on April Fool's Day.
Just kidding. We
I
weren't
hope
going.
since I've been reading about it and seeing the clips in preparation for this show, I'm actually getting excited, and I hope it happens today because I'm impatient. I don't want it to be tomorrow or the 6th or
Yeah, it'd
any
be
other
nice
day
if
or
it,
the
it'd be
30th.
nice if it happens today.
But I hope
Yeah.
that they survive and it's a successful trip.
How dangerous
Yeah.
is it?
This is dangerous. I mean, it's dangerous because people don't understand. There's just nothing to go, and if something goes wrong, you know, think if
That's
maybe you recall Apollo 13, where
The movie.
the movie
Tom Hanks.
where well, we're not even talking about the movie. It's about something that really happened.
Yeah.
Oh.
And if something goes wrong out there, there's not like there's another ship, you know, waiting to take off and go and rescue you. You know, it's over.
Yeah.
Fricked.
Yeah. I mean, it's over, you know. It's like everything has to work right. You know, I was having my toilet home humor here, but as far as that's the
least
That's
of their
the- right.
that could be
concerns,
the
really.
least of your problems, yeah. You know. But yeah, it's cool. You know, lately, let's see, what should we go to here, guys? I mean, I could actually go.
I'm tempted to go in order.
Yeah, it seems kind of festive. It seems thematic.
All right, well,
Shall we just jump onto the Trump thing first?
let's go for it.
Because we got things going wrong here, now, in America. Who
As
cares about
always.
space?
Yeah.
And it is always, but Trump brings it home with a couple of clips here. First is Trump says it's always April Fools with the Democrats running the show and rhinos. But he didn't mention rhinos.
The whole thing is crazy. It's like April Fools. Everything is the same. We want open borders. We want no voter ID. Think of it. Everything they want is the opposite of what it should be.
Indeed.
That's true. I remember. I feel like I remember saying this. Was this
true.
like today?
No, this was a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
no, this is
yeah.
a while back.
I remember this.
He's been saying it. I think that was when he was running for his final re-election so far,
Yeah.
2024.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
I don't have much to say about it.
He said it. I mean,
Right.
that's
It's just how it is.
yep.
That's all there is to it.
Open borders. We don't need open borders.
That's the stuff is. I mean, I see it all the time. It's all like ridiculous stuff that doesn't work. Pie in the sky stuff. You know, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it.
It's like
stuff.
women's solutions sometimes are kind of backwards, and I think I liken Democrat policies to women type thinking solutions, and so it's really they're too nice to the bullies and the bad guys and the criminals, and too harsh on the people who are enforcing the crime and the fathers and authority figures and innocent people.
Okay, that's a way to put it.
Yeah, and money makers versus poor people.
Right.
Punish the people who
Yeah, punish them
Produce.
until they stop producing, and then we all go off a cliff,
yep,
and then they have a bunch of excuses for that.
and reward failure.
Right, and reward failure, and keep on doing until they've absolutely destroyed everything.
What a mess.
Or you get taken over.
yeah.
You know, your
Oh, you
enemies
just
come-
lose.
Yeah, your enemies come out from a different, from the country next door and come and wipe you out
Yeah.
Well, I
with
think
your
that's in
open
the
borders
Bible.
and the, huh?
I think that's in the Bible.
I know it's in what is it? Psalms. I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in the Bible, they talk about you'll be taken over by people worse than you
Right.
if you don't keep up God's laws.
Right. I mean, and actually, if you read through a lot of it, it actually looks like what's happening. Actually,
Yeah.
it's.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, it's like
We are
back
the
in the
Israelites.
past. They're like trying to
We
give us.
really
They're like
are.
trying
Wow.
to. They're like trying to tell us, like back in the past. You got some people actually trying to tell us, trying to warn us what can go wrong.
Yeah.
And here we go. Just do it again.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a book, and everybody can read it. They're still doing it.
They hated the prophets, and then they hate the truth tellers like Trump, JLP, and many others.
And they really hate them.
Yeah. Yeah. No
Violent.
crazy no kings rallies.
Yeah, violent.
They're all
crazy.
old there.
Yeah, true.
They're
I know.
all old. Have you seen those images of the No King stuff? Like they're all like I don't know if it's Gen X and Boomers, like
Yeah.
civil rights people maybe.
Yeah. Nutty people.
They just
Shout
like,
out.
I wonder,
It's still
was this-
it's still the
is this
civil
like
rights
our-
movement to them or something.
Yeah, it's like what they. I think it's just something like they came to hate a long time ago.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the father figure or what. I'm not exactly sure. Whatever they came to hate a long time ago, and they wanted to be the opposite of. That's exactly what they're fighting against.
Yeah.
Even if it makes no sense at all.
They'll
And it
hold,
makes no sense at all. Nothing.
They
Zero
hold-
sense. I mean, just.
they hold on to the past and call us, if you will, colonizers 100 or 200 or 300 years after the fact. Meanwhile, they're colonizing us with their mess.
They love it.
Right.
Yeah.
They love colonization.
It's crazy.
Do you guys think I'm being a little emotional with this? Like, if I hear this, like, Democrat, when I hear, like, the Democrats, I start cringing a bit. I start going, like, is that really the framework? But do you guys think I'm being a little bit emotional about that?
Not the way that you cast it. I mean, men don't cringe, so
Right.
that is an emotional thing. But
Okay, that's fair. I
it
accept
is,
that.
but it is a kind of an eye roll because it's not just the Democrats. They're just the most obvious stuff, but the Republicans fall right in line with whatever the Democrats are doing. Just like a father will
Yeah.
eventually follow the mother.
Yeah, the Yeah, it's like if a father just goes along with whatever his wife says, and it's like she's in charge, basically.
Right.
I think we said all we got to
Yes.
say about this.
Yeah, yeah,
man.
we gotta
Let's go
move
back
forward.
Let's go back to rocket stuff.
And by the way, you guys can call in 1-888-775-3773. And you can super chat via YouTube or buymeacoffee.com/Punchie TV, Punchie TV.
Some
Thank you.
people say that this thing launching today is proof. It's all fake. There's no moon. A joke is being played on you.
There's no moon.
Right. That's why they're doing this on April 1st, April Fools. That's why they said this.
Oh man.
Is Artemis
I guess
2
you
they're
should-
calling it?
Guess we should avoid it. Avoid it if it's the truth, right? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it's unfortunate in a sense because we have these flat Earth thing, that's really kind of a big thing, surprisingly these days, and they don't believe in the space or the moon or.
I don't think it's too unfortunate. It is a little. It's just a sign of.
Real right.
It's a
You're right.
symptom
It's a
of the
little.
times.
It's a. Right. I guess you could put that. Yeah, it is a symptom of the times. That's for sure.
I've heard descriptions of the Victorian people and the Victorian era and the silly things that they used to like and believe. I forget what. I wish I had an example for you, but maybe it's just something like that. Like it's just memes. It's just things become popular. Like the average public always believes
Nutty
lies,
stuff.
etc. Nutty stuff.
Yeah.
And then swaths even crazier. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing to add to that. Pretty much. Hey, everybody. I saw something. Jared Isaacman, who's the administrator at NASA, he did an interview. NASA space flight. Did an interview of him, and they were talking about all the new kind of stuff that he wants to do. That he's, there's been a change of plans lately with NASA. And if you're into that stuff, check it out. I'll talk about a few of the things that he's talking about doing. One is they've canceled the Gateway. I don't know if you remember, they made that space station that was going to go and orbit the moon, kind of in a weird orbit, oval orbit. And so,
what type of orbit?
Oblong?
Oblong
Okay.
orbit. Yeah, oblong orbit. But it's kind of from, you'd have to see it.
Okay.
But it's kind of from, it's like the moon's here and it kind of goes down like this. Kind of weird.
So like
kind
a
of
close
orbit.
side and a far side.
Right. Yeah, close side and a far side. And I guess the idea of that was to, I don't know, it just didn't seem like a good idea. I mean, part of it, I think, was that the rocket, as they made it, they didn't make it with the upper stage with enough performance to get to go into orbit around the moon and then come all the way back. So they came up with some kind of plan where they had this space station space that they rendezvous with that, because that takes less fuel to go rendezvous with it and then come back to the Earth, kind of thing.
Oh, like you send this thing first.
Well, this thing's already
This is
in
a
orbit.
long-term plan.
Yeah, there was a long-term plan.
You send this thing, and that's there ready to be a fueling station.
Not so much a fueling station. It's like a drop-off station. But it doesn't really need to be there. And as far as going down to the moon and then coming back up, it actually uses more fuel. So it just didn't seem like a good idea. I don't know. And they've canceled it.
The space station rendezvous uses more fuel than just landing on the moon.
Right.
Because it's not that difficult to get off the moon, on and off the moon.
It's more difficult to go from the moon and go all the way up to this thing that's in the spunny orbit than it is just to get off the moon and be in low Earth orbit and then travel back to Earth.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
And so it looks like it was an interim. It was just a stopgap to more than a stopgap to make that work, but they've canceled it.
Nice.
And they've changed this new Jared Isaacman. They've changed the plans around for the launch to the moon, for the plan to land on the moon. So the next launch after this one, if everything goes as planned, they're just going to go into low Earth orbit, and it'll only be in like 11 months. But they're going to go into low Earth orbit and do some tests with the landers that are supposed to land on the moon. And then another 11 months after that, they're supposed to, I don't remember. I think maybe they're going to land on the moon.
That's the
No,
and that'll be Artemis 3 or whatever?
Maybe they'll be landing. Maybe they'll be Artemis 3. No, that'll be Artemis 4. They'll be going to the moon. I believe they'll be going to the moon. I don't know if they'll be landing on the moon, kind of thing. But I know the one after that, they'll be landing on the moon. So Artemis 4 or 5, they're landing on the moon. I don't remember which. Something like that. They've changed the plan also, supposedly, that they're going to be taking let's say if they use a Starship, they're going to link up the Artemis upper stage, not Artemis capsule upper stage, that part.
The Orion.
The Orion, right.
Because Artemis is the
I was watching
mission.
Egg News.
Orion is the capsule.
Cool.
The Orion upper stage, man, is going to be going. It's going to be attaching with, let's say, Starship. It's going to attach to Starship, and then they're going blast off to the moon. So the work is going to be done by Starship. Then they split up. Starship lands on the moon.
Elon's Starship.
Right.
Oh, cool.
But it could be.
This is NASA, though.
This is NASA.
Oh,
But,
cool.
NASA has contracted SpaceX to make this lander, which is late, but everything's late. and it lands on the moon, then it comes back up. It rendezvous with the Orion Orion vehicle.
Whoa.
And then the Orion vehicle comes back to Earth.
And it'll reconnect to Starship.
Right.
Whoa. So it'll disconnect and reconnect.
Yeah.
And the whole while, Orion is not necessarily landing. Only Starship is landing. The Orion is orbiting
Right. Orion's
the moon.
not made to land on
Uh-huh.
the moon. The lander is made to land on the moon.
Sweet.
But Starship, yeah. And
That's awesome.
yeah, it sounds awesome. I didn't know they could. I don't know exactly how they're going to connect it. I mean, they've showed some. Supposedly, they're just going to connect them at the top, and then just blast them off. But it's like, is it really made for that? You know, everything has to have its margins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't push too hard, and
Tolerances.
everything has to be,
Tolerances.
right. Everything has to be balanced. Too much, well, yeah. And also, let's see, Artemis IV. They also changed the upper stage because as I was saying, they don't have enough They don't have enough fuel basically and speed to go into low moon orbit and then come back. Well, they've ditched the stage that they're using right now after Artemis 3. We're in Artemis 2 right now.
Yeah.
After Artemis 3, they're going to ditch that stage and they're going to replace it with the stage from the United Launch Alliance (ULA) Centaur 5 upper stage. They're going to replace it with that, which has about twice as much. Which is going to give it like twice as much fuel or speed to do whatever. So they'll be able to go into go into moon orbit, and then come all the way back. Which will make it a real vehicle. I don't know why they didn't decide to do that before.
Oh,
But
like
whatever.
all in one.
I think that's, But anyway.
What are they going to do over there?
Well, take pictures, video, stream it, make a documentary on the interior of the capsule life with those 4 people. That's what they're going to do, at least right now, I heard. And collect data, of course. And then-
Got to get the data.
10
yeah,
days.
It's all about the data.
10 days, you can meditate.
Yeah.
AK.
So there's a black, 2 whites, one of them Canadian, and a white woman, I guess, is the plan. She seems clean enough.
What's the
seems like-
Canadian's last name? Is it like a
I don't have it
Bouchard?
off the top of my head.
Is it like Renault Bouchard?
No. It's not really French Canadian. I don't, but it might not be. Might be. We do have a video, a couple of promo videos, or a promo video of today's trip. Hopefully today's.
Was there a lot
All
of
right.
fanfare in the 70s? Was it like huge, like holy
I
crap,
wasn't
we're
around.
on the moon?
Yeah.
Like holy crap, like really?
Yeah.
I feel like this is like, oh, okay, whatever.
Oh no. Oh yeah, this is whatever right now.
Is it because-
until they actually do
Until
it?
they do it, okay. Do you think the flat Earth stuff, maybe they're like, is it even real? I don't even care. Or what is it? Like, this is no fanfare to this one, I don't think.
Oh, there's some fanfare to it. It's just not like it. I mean, we're going back. We're not
Right.
like.
Right.
It's
It's
not
old
like
news.
It wasn't the
yeah,
first
it's
one.
all news in a
Like,
sense.
oh, we already
Yeah.
did that one.
Yeah, we've already done this, And I think in that sense,
Let's
it's
run
not
it.
as big. Yeah,
Let's play this. It's exciting. It's inspiring.
it is.
Yes.
Get inspired, Bill.
I'm inspired.
The Artemis II mission is a test mission of the Orion space capsule.
Artemis II will be the first time we put humans on this rocket.
We're going back to the moon because it's the next step in our journey to Mars.
Whoa.
we were always going to the moon.
Pushing ourselves to explore is just core to who we are. That's a part of being a human.
And lift off. We shall return.
Continuing to test out every bit of Orion.
Coming back to Earth, 7 miles a second.
When humanity sets big goals, we can bring together genius from around the world.
You have the best people on planet Earth putting this vehicle together.
Those people.
Yeah.
To innovate for the benefit of humanity and to inspire the world through discovery.
And here we go.
Let's go. It's for the Gen Zs.
Splash down with 3 parachutes. That's awesome. Artemis. Beep. I like that little beep
That's
at the
cool
end.
FX.
So
That's
I wanted
very
to know, like,
spaceship-like.
are those like real pictures of the moon, like the high def ones, or is it kind of CGI? And then there was like old pictures, footage of the moon. It's awesome.
Yeah, that overhead shot
Yeah.
with showing the shadow. Like, was that
There are
like
plenty of
Nevada?
pictures of the moon guys. I mean, come on.
No, I'm not
I
doubting.
got
I'm
it
not
from
doubting.
all
I know.
over.
Okay, fine. Whatever. It was interesting. So those are some of those voices were the people who were going up there.
Right.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are the people who are going there.
Was the first moon landing, was that 1969?
Yeah.
Can we see that? I want to see that.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
There's footage of like them about to go. They were in like quarantine. Make sure they stay healthy before they take the trip.
Yeah.
Check it out.
I want to see that.
Me too. Oh. That's the one
That's a
rocket
Falcon
landing.
9.
It's not that one.
Yeah.
This one fell over. I hope it's not like this.
Oh, I remember this.
Oh, come on.
I think he's just trolling.
What's the
Elon.
point of that?
He's just
April
trolling
Fool's
Elon.
dust.
April Fool's, Elon. You suck.
Board operator, April Fool's. Cape Canaveral.
4 minutes, 32 seconds and counting. Right on time as far as the astronaut countdown is concerned. The prime crew now
Man.
departing from their crew quarters. 10, 9, ignition sequence start.
Wow.
So
There's
this was like
something
the
disconnected.
coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool even now.
Something floating around. Is he-
On. Forward. Forward. 40 feet down, 2.5.
the moon.
Picking up some dust. Big shadow. I'm going to step off the limb.
That's cool. So that's a camera mounted on one of the legs.
That's one small step for man. One giant leap for mankind.
So-
It has a stark beauty all its own. It's like much of the high desert of the United States. It's different, but it's very pretty out here. Oh, geez, that's great. Is the lighting halfway decent? Yes,
That's
indeed.
good. I've
They've
never
got the
seen
flag
this.
up now, and you can see the stars and stripes on the lunar surface. Up now, and you can see the stars and stripes on the lunar surface.
Afternoon shadows. So what is that? Is that the sun or is that the earth?
That's the Earth.
Was it grass in the front or what was that spiky
It was.
stuff?
It was.
Mountains.
It
Hills.
was the
rock.
Necron alien invasion. It was the Promethean virus.
the Promethean virus.
The xenomorphs.
All right.
So that's awesome. So that's why it's
pretty
old news. Because we did it.
So what the
Alrighty.
heck is the point, Bill?
And we did it a bunch of times. It's not just we did it a bunch of
But it was
times.
very expensive, so we had to quit.
Yeah, I think the last one was what, 17 or something? Yeah, it was very expensive, but I don't know. After they had made the rocket and everything, they had it all made.
May
It
as well
wasn't all
do it.
that expensive at that point. They had done all the work already.
Yeah.
And then they actually, looking back at it, it looks like actually the space shuttle was maybe more expensive than the Saturn V. because of
What's the Saturn V again?
that rocket.
Oh, okay. Oh, the one that crashed?
No.
Shuttle.
I'm saying the
Is
space.
the part at the top, right?
No, the space
payload.
No, the space shuttle. You don't know what the shuttle is?
I've heard of space
All right,
shuttles.
pull up the space shuttle.
Oh, the classic plane-looking shuttle.
Yeah.
The space shuttle. What about that? That's not the one that didn't go to the moon or anything.
No, that can only go into.
But that thing was expensive.
Yeah,
That
it
thing
was really expensive.
Okay.
That
Yeah, and
classic
it did
look.
have that space shuttle.
The space
okay.
shuttle, the classic that you might.
And that
find
was
you
more
might find an
expensive
image.
than the Saturn
Yeah.
V. So the Saturn V went to the moon and landed on it and came back.
Right, and then
But
we
the space
upgraded.
shuttle-
We upgraded to the space shuttle, which could come back to land, but it was so expensive to.
Land like the plane. With
Right,
landing
but it was
gear.
so
On a
expensive.
runway. It lands on a
It was so
runway.
expensive for upkeep and everything that you might as well have just had a bunch kept on making Saturn V's, and it would
We
have been
shuttered
cheaper.
the space shuttle.
There it is.
Yeah,
Was the
Maybe somewhere.
Challenger a space shuttle?
Yeah.
The Challenger that exploded?
yeah.
But there were many space shuttles.
That's
There's
Elon's.
what, 4?
Okay. Wow.
That's Elon's
That's
Starship.
Elon's Starship.
That's
which is-
Starship. Yeah.
But if you go further, a little bit down, one of those is the shuttle.
Okay, I get it. I remember
You
now.
remember the shuttle,
yeah,
right?
yeah, that thing. the
Come on.
That's the one
bottom
Kurt
lower
left.
left almost.
Up.
Up, middle
Up one
one.
more. That one.
Oh, okay.
Click
That's,
it.
No.
No, that's
no,
not
no.
a-
The one
Oh,
that's
what?
the one lower down and to the right, just down into that one. Yeah, that's the space
Bingo.
shuttle, right?
Yeah, that's a space shuttle. The one on the right is a space shuttle.
Yeah, with the big red thing in the middle.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's a space shuttle. But that thing was really expensive. I mean, it took so much refurbishment that it wasn't really. It would have been better off, I think they've calculated about $700 million for a Saturn V launch. After they'd made everything and they figured out how everything was made.
Yeah.
And then also when once the space shuttle, they had to make sure they don't change anything. They had to keep everything exactly how it was, okay? Because that's how it was tested. So any upgrades or anything was just kind of
taking a major risk.
Yeah,
Too
so
much
they
of a
just
risk.
yeah, too much of a risk. So they wouldn't do any risk. Whereas if you're making a new ship every time, like you would with the
It
Saturn,
wouldn't be an
Saturn.
It wouldn't get an antiquated design.
right? Or you could make some upgrades.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be a big deal. So that
Wow.
wasn't I don't think it was a good. It just wasn't a good
It
thing
needed
in so
updating.
many ways.
But that was like an iconic image, that space shuttle thing, from when I was growing up.
Yeah, I mean,
Same.
I mean the PR department on the space shuttle was fantastic. Yeah.
All right. Nice. Now some people.
I just have the Magic School Bus theme in my head right now.
I feel like I had a space shuttle toy. Anyway.
I may have too.
Yeah. I could picture opening
I
it
had
up.
a poster, with the space shuttle on it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the coolest thing, just before it blew up.
Now, I want to
Beep,
move
beep.
forward to this moon landing denier stuff.
Uh-oh.
Because otherwise we're going to run out of time.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Neil Armstrong refused to swear on the Bible that the 1969 moon landing actually happened.
I only ever heard about this, never seen it.
Yeah, there's actual footage, and once you see it, then you'll maybe understand. Check this out.
Neil refuses to swear he walked on the moon. That's what it says. Neil Armstrong.
Mr. Armstrong, Bart Sibrel, ABC Digital. Wanted to give you the opportunity to swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon. Will you put your left hand on the Bible and swear to God that you walked on the moon?
Gentlemen. Mr. Sibrel.
Yes? If you really walked on the moon, why would you not do that? So why don't you just put the end to the record in the argument and put your hand on the Bible, swear to God you walked on the moon.
Mr. Sibrel, knowing you, that's probably a fake Bible.
Really? Well, no, it's a real Bible. You have the opportunity to have $5,000.
The meeting is not open.
Well, you have $5,000 cash. You can give it to charity if you swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon. I have the tape.
It'd be fine.
Why don't you
Don't look
swear
away, Bill.
Why not? Why won't you do it?
I'm looking.
So why don't you put your hand on the Bible and swear to God that you walked on the moon?
Mr. Sibrel has made a fool of himself in front of the world. Mr. Sibrel, you do not deserve answers.
Based. You do not deserve answers, Mr. Cybril.
You ain't controlling me.
So was he really from like CBS, or is that like a made-up company name to sound legitimate?
I've never seen that.
Or whatever, ABC, whatever you call it.
Sounded like he knew him.
He's probably been a harasser,
Yeah.
a serial harasser.
It sounded like he definitely have interacted with him before.
I mean, I wouldn't dignify it and swear on the Bible. That's like it's kind of like me answering whether I took the 7,000.
Also, you can see this was
So did
cut.
you take the 7K? No.
You can see there was cut. It was edited.
Yep.
So you don't see like the whole thing that's
Yeah.
going on. There's some back and forth that's not there to try to give one kind of impression.
Yeah, true. Was Mr. Cyril Jewish or Christian or non-Christian or what? Why was he using a Bible against Neil Armstrong?
I heard Neil's a Christian.
He
That's what I
sounds like a Christian.
It looks like they just went into
That's what a Christian sounds like.
They went into some kind of conference or something like that and
Yep.
just walked in and walked up front and did this
Ambush.
stunt. Yeah.
Ambush, so-called journalism. Ambush activist journalism. Not falling for it.
You're not convinced.
I'm not.
Yeah, he clearly just didn't want to get controlled.
Right.
He's just like, no, I'm not
Right.
dignifying you with a response. Get out of my face.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that he even talked to him. I
Arrest
wonder if
this
he
man.
even should have.
Well,
Anyway.
Yeah.
So that was my little moon landing denial stuff.
All right.
$5,000.
Are moon lander deniers going to call us out now?
Yeah, there's moon landing deniers on the line right now. Outright space deniers. And we have super chats as well. I know there's more stuff to get to as well. Elon wants to build a city on the moon.
Exist. Space? There is no space.
There's plenty of space.
I know there's plenty of space.
You sounded crazy, but
Anyway, there's nothing but space, hardly.
That's right.
That's
There's
what space
only
is like.
space between
Lots
me
of
and
space. Too much space.
too much space between you and I.
I beg to differ.
Right.
Hispanics don't respect personal
That's
space.
true. That's true. That's true. I'm all up in
That's
your
why we
face.
made up this social distancing thing with COVID.
It might
to
be.
like, come on, some
No,
personal space here.
My friend literally had to tell me, he's like, Nick, back up.
I think it's Colombians, maybe specifically. They get like real close to you.
I thought I learned somewhat.
All right. Let's get to a call here first, shall we?
All
Is that
right.
okay with you?
Run it.
Rob in NorCal is on the line here. Rob, Northern California. Thank you for calling and holding. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. What's up, guys?
Hey.
How you doing?
Hey.
I'm doing all right. What's up? Producer, space believer. This is so funny listening to you guys talk. Did you guys know that the word gullible is not even in the dictionary?
I heard that as a kid, and I repeated it just last year until Carver, one of our best moderators, Carver, somebody told me that it actually is in the dictionary and always has been, but it's just said that to like fool gullible people like little baby Hake as a kid and until adulthood into thinking that it wasn't in the dictionary, and if you ever looked it up, then you're gullible.
I didn't know that.
So which one is gullible? The space denier, moon landing denier, flat Earth believer, or the people who believe in the true reality facts?
Yeah, you space believers. That image that you shown of the of like the rocket when it showed the Earth and the curve of it. That curve was so drastic. But
I didn't even notice it.
I did send you a couple of really short clips on your X if you wanted to look them up. But yeah, this space thing, like NASA is getting way over their heads. Like this is going to be a mess. That's why they keep pushing it back and okay, oh, we got to change plans, and oh, we got to do this. And they don't let you go to the launches anymore. But they're doing it. They're doing this at night, right?
No, is it at night? It's
6:24 p.m. in Florida. It should still be sunset to twilight-ish, I think. I'm not sure.
That would look really good.
Maybe not even quite sunset.
Yeah, that looked really good for a launch.
That's a good time to do it. Yeah, the colors are just before sunset.
Right.
Yeah. When you guys finally realize that this stuff is fake, are you at least going to admit it? Like, if it comes down to it, and you're like, wait a minute, that's Photoshop, that's AI, that's green screen,
that's underwater.
Those
are bubbles.
There's bubbles in space. Yeah, I mean, would you actually admit? Like, would you do like a full 180 on this space thing?
I would never admit that.
Even if it were true.
Right.
That's hilarious.
Did you hear my April Fool's joke about... Never mind. This is not
that was the other thing I was going to say. Thank you for reminding me. No, thank you for reminding me. That's the thing. Like, do you think it's a coincidence? Because you guys are coincidence theorists, I know. Do you think it's a coincidence that NASA's doing this thing on April Fool's Day? Like, they do this stuff right in your face. Like, that's what I don't get. It's like it's literally right in your face.
Are you one of the people who believes that NASA is Hebrew for to deceive?
Yes. Yes, that's it.
So which part is fake?
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
What's that?
Which part is fake? Like, is it
Why
space?
would they go
Is it
through all this
rockets?
rigmarole, man? It doesn't make any sense to spend all this money.
I've explained.
Are they taking
multiple
consulting
countries.
from David Copperfield for these launches?
No. The launch is real, right? They launch a real rocket into the air.
Did people really die on the Challenger and elsewhere?
No. It goes to the Bermuda Triangle. It goes out into the water. It goes far enough where people can't see it anymore. And then after the launch, then they turn to the green screen pool, where they show a green screen of the Earth in the background and that little circle falling off of the rocket and the fake rocket.
Awesome.
And then after that, they're in their green screen fake space station with their little strings and stuff that hold them up and spin them around. And like those clips that I sent you are
a lot
them
of trouble for nothing. Honestly,
it's a lot of trouble to keep funneling money through this money laundering system that they got.
It's all money laundering.
Yeah, it's like
what's the ultimate goal? Is it money laundering?
$1 a day.
I think a lot of other stuff has been working really well for money laundering.
Yeah, well, they want more. They always want more. If they can make you believe this stuff, they can make you believe anything, right?
Oh,
Next
boy.
is aliens, like.
No, I would never believe in aliens.
I think.
Yeah.
I think with AI, this is all going to get worse.
They started
You
talking
mean
about
this
aliens,
denial
like,
stuff?
last
Because they're
year.
just going to chalk everything up to AI.
Right. They're going to chalk everything up to AI.
Has BB been proven not dead yet?
I haven't been.
I feel
following
like
that
they
one.
gave up on that theory.
Yeah, quietly.
Has he been seen? Is
Yeah,
there
I think
any
so,
new?
yeah.
Yes, he
Yeah.
has.
Does he still have the 6 fingers and the sleeves that
The
roll
ring that
down
disappears.
themselves?
What a
We
mess.
should release a video going like this.
I can't wait. I can't wait for this launch. To see
Me
what they
too.
do. But,
I'm excited.
the other thing is, did you see the Indian space program when they landed on the moon?
Chandrayaan number 3. Yes.
So
I forgot how
in
to
India,
totally say
they
see how
did
they
a space
cut
thing.
over to like. I mean that looked like they did it with like Nintendo graphics. Like,
I mean,
It-
yeah,
it-
but it's not really a picture of it. It's just graphics. They have a
Yeah,
representation graphics, okay?
Mhm.
Sometimes they don't really have an actual camera on the ship, showing exactly what's going on, what it looks like from there. They just have
why not?
Too much money.
Yeah, too much money, and it's a little. It's not the main thing they want to do. I mean, yeah, SpaceX doing it all the time, but they have Starlink.
It's 2026. They can't put a camera on a rocket.
They have
You would
many
think
cameras. It's decked out with cameras on the Orion one.
Okay, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
SpaceX is pretty decked out with cameras too, and the other ones are. Some of them have cameras, but they're not necessarily going to show it to you.
Big
Or
fumble.
show it to us.
Big fumble,
Why-
India. Should have
And
put
they
a
have
camera.
huge windows on this space capsule that we're going up in, allegedly.
Ooh.
But
Big
but
windows.
that's the thing. that's the thing, is that if they had all that stuff, they would shut us up. They would prove us wrong. They just showed us everything as it is, but they always switch to these Nintendo 64 graphics in India, or like girls with like hair.
I mean, we have a Falcon 9 taking off like twice a week.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can see it go up. You can see it coming down. You can see the satellites taking off. And you can see even satellite constellation parts flying through the sky.
Wow.
Messing up telescope images. I mean, it's there.
You can
already.
also see satellites. You also see satellites that fall to the ground, and they have these huge balloons attached to them.
They don't have balloons. They don't necessarily have balloons attached to them.
They sure do.
No,
they're
they
not
don't.
satellites. They're sataloons. Do you know
God.
who the largest consumer of helium is?
NASA.
I'll give you one guess.
SpaceX.
Starts with an N, ends with the ASA. Yeah.
Don't you use helium for? Helium's like you were telling me that the other day. No, Bill?
Helium's used in rockets for keeping the engines pressurized, keeping the fuel tanks pressurized. Which in turn keeps the fuel flowing to the engines. Also, because these kind of vehicles need to be
lightweight.
They not just need to be lightweight, but they're kind of like balloons. They're kind of like metal balloons, because they're so light that that to hold their form and everything, it's best they're always pressurized. So they just keep them pressurized all the time, for the most part, when they're up and out there.
Nice.
Yeah.
And is helium more able to expand and condense than regular air or something like that?
It's lightweight, and it even at low temperatures, it stays like a liquid. Not a liquid, but
a gas.
A gas, yeah, more than anything else.
Nice.
It's also kind of weird. It's got some weird properties to it.
Yeah.
You should read it. It's kind of weird. It does stuff
if you suck it in, it makes your voice weird too. Hey, guys.
Helium only has one electron, so it's the lightest element.
Hey,
no,
Mr. Science.
That's not hydrogen.
Disclaimer: info may be false.
2 electrons.
Right,
hydrogen,
2.
Yeah, hydrogen has 1, helium has 2. That's right.
Right, yeah.
No endorsement implied by any of those things stated here. Info may be false. We do not represent Bond JLP.
I totally disclaim anything that I say. I mean,
Thank you, sir.
God bless y'all. I hope you guys have a fun show. Watch a fun show tonight with the fake space launch. But all right, have a good show.
Thank you, sir.
Take care, Rob.
Take care.
All right, later, guys.
Bye.
We have one more quick call. Aaron in Maryland. Go ahead, sir. Aaron in Maryland.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you guys doing?
Doing well.
What's up, Aaron?
I wanted to comment on the space thing. I think it's so absurd. Like, doesn't it seem like more work to prove that all these things that had been created, NASA, all the, I don't know if I live near D.C., right? I'm in Maryland. And so I've been to the Air and Space Museum. I've seen all these aircrafts. I've seen what they created. Doesn't it seem so silly to try to be like, oh, that's all for nothing? It's
right.
It's
all just for an elaborate money laundering hoax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every single country is in on it.
Yeah.
There's so many more easier ways to control people. Like diamonds, for example, is like a given demand thing. It has no function, right, on the Earth. And still people are willing to pay so much for that.
Yeah.
There's so many easier ways to control people. Why would you go about creating this fantasy and have like engineers work so hard, you know what I mean, to
build these huge things,
overcome those adversities, and then you're like, yeah, that's how they're trying to control me. Isn't that silly?
Yeah, you know what? My former resident historian, who is now passed on, Asnador, used to believe that the flat Earth stuff, which is very much related to this space denial, is a government psyop or some type of psyop to discredit the right, because the right are the ones who fall for this, because the right always distrusts the government to a point, to a fault, to where they believe the opposite of what the government says. So, and it's kind of successful among
I think
the squeaky wheel.
honestly, I think it's nothing more than a good mental exercise to be like, hey, let's pretend the Earth is flat. Like, how could you go about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that, like the distrust too, I think is fair, is valid, but to allow it to control you to that point where you're like, you know what, this whole thing is flat. How about that?
To the point where Rob in NorCal is excited about this fake takeoff thing.
And already knows that it's like they're going to Hollywood it up.
It's the only thing he calls me about on the Hake Report.
Crazy. It's
or
insane,
us,
you know
like
what I mean?
Flat Earth and space denial. Shout out.
Flat Earth and space denial.
That's basically
These
it.
things
I
don't
really-
exist, and I'm passionate that they don't exist.
I think it's, I went to the Air and Space Museum with my cousin who believes flat Earth and all that stuff. It was so funny because they have the machine that landed on the moon. That's the first thing you see when you enter. And as soon as we walk in, it's funny because he looks at it, he goes, "Look at this piece of crap. You think that went to the moon?" He's right, though, because it does look like a piece of crap. Like, it's like a bunch of tin foil. Like, it's like gold foil on it. So it doesn't make sense to anybody who doesn't know. So, it was a fun time, though. We had a great time. But I don't know, man.
The reality of things, especially things that are unusual, are kind of unexpected. And yet, all too common looking. It looks fake because you're not used to seeing it.
Yeah, he just kept laughing at it. He was like, "You're trying to tell me this went to the moon?"
When you think about it, the space.
They're also so small too. These vehicles that went to the moon, they're not big.
Yeah,
they're not that elaborate or anything. It's like they had to. They really had to stuff themselves into this little thing.
Yeah.
And just the
especially
concept of getting out to space, I mean, it's kind of like unsophisticated if you think about it. I mean, it sounds silly to say, but think about it. It's just like, let's explode things and just like lob people. I know there's some precision to it, but that's maybe why it looks like the way it does. It's like we're trying to control explosions and just like lob people.
A controlled explosion all the way into orbit.
It has like an unsophisticated.
You know what's so crazy too is with this thing that's going to go around Earth maybe a couple of times, just to make sure that they're good, and then go over to the moon and go around it and then come back. I bet you they have it planned out to where they know roughly what general region of the sea that they're going to splash down in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Well,
That's a lot of planning, kind of. I mean,
no,
I guess
but I mean, to someone
Yeah.
that doesn't even begin to understand where that came from, you're going to be like, "That's insane. That
Yeah.
sounds like the dumbest thing I've ever
You're
heard in my
telling me
life."
we're on a spinning rock, spinning around another rock, spinning in the universe at whatever speed. When you put it like that, you're like, "Oh, it was crazy."
Yeah,
Nice.
I kind of get that too, but I don't think like to put that as a pillar of foundation into your understanding of the world, I think is a poor way of a poor approach at understanding the world. I don't think that's good. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's good,
Like-
but I think it's also like it's just once you look at the size of the universe, it makes you seem more insignificant.
Mm.
I mean, you ever thought about how big the universe is? Just how far it is just to get to the nearest galaxy? How we're on this little.
I don't even try.
Yeah, it's
we're on this.
mind-boggling.
We're on this little teeny weeny planet. It takes 4 years for light to get to. We can barely. Let's see. It takes 6 minutes for light to 8 minutes for light to get from the sun to here, and that speed is like incredibly fast, like something just totally out of our reach, and
Yeah. You can't even think that fast to try to understand it, how fast it is.
yeah, it's incredible.
I feel like it makes you
have to be
believe in
faster
God more,
to really
not
travel
less.
But to travel through space, like through the galaxy or to the nearest star, you have to travel. It's like not fast enough.
There's no way. Yeah, even the light can't go that fast. Okay, so what do you guys? Let me ask you this. I just had a thought.
Real quick.
It might be evil. What do you think about what they're designing now with spaceships being able to manipulate gravity? What do you think about that?
There is nothing. There's nothing that does that.
No, there is nothing. But I've seen like this might be a poor source, but like reels on Instagram proclaiming that scientists are beginning to pursue gravity manipulation as a means of traversing the universe.
Yeah, I mean, they that's the idea, but how do you do that? They have nothing that does anything like that yet.
Nice.
You know, that you need some physical principle to go off of, you know, to get something like that to work. You know, they're able to create just a fraction of gravity for 1 nanosecond or something like that. You need something that has some effect like that. They have nothing.
Nothing. I agree with you.
Wild.
It's like, if we look at gravity like the same like attribute of the universe, like electricity, electromagnetism, I don't think human beings have come anywhere near what we've done with electricity yet. With gravity.
Right. There's nothing. They don't know it. It's like they don't know what gravity is in a way.
I know.
Appreciate it, Aaron in Maryland. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys. All right. Have a good one.
You too.
Take it easy.
We have a few super chats that we got to read before too long. A coffee, buymeacoffee.com/Punchie TV, Punchie TV, Atomography, became a supporter with no message. Thank you, sir. And over on YouTube, R2D134 with a number 2 emoji sticker. Poop emoji, okay? Smiley. Okay. Thank you, sir. Mari says, I love my boys, Hake, Derrick, and Nick. Thank you, Mari. And Carver, with BB gone, we can make peace with the Nazi moon base.
Whatever that's
will we
about.
find the Nazi moon base, Bill?
I
Nazi
disclaim.
moon base.
I may even disavow.
I thought that was beyond the ice wall, but my bad.
Wolverine on trail says, thoughts on Tartaria, gentlemen? The old world? Thoughts of material about it on YouTube. Bless. You know what Tartaria is.
The Wall of China is the Wall of China. It's not turned the wrong way. There's no Tartaria.
I mispronounced it. Tartaria.
And I'm not. And I don't know about these mud floods. I don't know where you're getting this evidence from.
I don't know about it at all.
I don't know where you're getting all this from.
There may be pictures of Tartaria, but they're all AI or CGI or drawings.
Right.
Right? Just like the NASA stuff.
That's right.
Thank you, sir. That's my thoughts. I don't know much about it either. Harmony Harms, somebody called me about it on the Hake Report, but I forget. Harmony Harms says, union dues, hashtag, when the saints come marching in. Thank you, Harmony Harms. Norris T, to the moon, Alice. Jackie Gleason. He was funny, I heard. That's what he would say to his wife. One of these days, Alice. Because he'd get sick of her. But he never did anything. Shout out. DV is funny. Anyway, no diggity 247, 24/7. Rocket emoji flying. Cowboy emoji. Buy some snacks for tonight's movie. Winky face. Thank you, no diggity 24/7. And let me just double check over on Pilled. Ohio Kimmy gifted the cookie. Thank you, Pilled.net. Streaming on Jesse Lee Peterson's channel. And thank you, guys. I do believe that's all for now. Sweet.
Shout out.
Bill.
All right.
So, one more quickly. R2D134. Bill, what's your thoughts on the Terafab mass driver concept proposed by Elon?
That is over the top, man.
What is this? In short.
Okay. I mean, this is the most wild. It's like it may be doable, physically doable, but I don't know if the market is really there for it. It's like Elon. You should look up Elon and the 10,000 rockets a year.
Oh. I think
10,000 rockets a year. I don't know.
Mass
that
producing them?
You're talking
about
like
the Ford?
Right. He's going to mass produce them like the Ford. Right. I just don't see things moving that fast. or a market for it coming that fast. And that Terafab, you need to look at that. That is absolutely a ridiculously big fab. I mean, it's like he made
like terabyte, but Terafab.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's talking about basically a factory
chip
that's
factory.
That's the size of a city.
Whoa.
I mean, not the size of a factory, the size of a city,
And this is for
absolutely,
rockets.
it's like miles across.
For like an insane rocket output.
It's
semiconductors.
It's for chips.
Oh, gotcha.
So.
Oh, but we should do that.
For a lunar electromagnetic mass driver product, whatever that means.
Well, he's talking about making a boost,
AI.
making a base on the moon, okay, and then you use a mass driver to shoot.
Tell us about
satellite,
that. Yeah, what's the mass driver part?
It's like a railgun, basically to shoot
This part's
satellites
crazy.
into orbit around Earth, so he doesn't have to send them up
like a slingshot.
instead of on rocket. Right.
Imagine you spin something like really, really, really fast,
Right.
and then you let it go.
This is where
That's
we're
what a
talking
railgun
about.
is, huh?
Right.
Well,
Kinda
that's
thing.
Huh?
That's what
a
a
mass
railgun
driver.
is, kind of.
Right. Well,
Type
it's
stuff.
not spinning up. It's just
It's one
the
method
rail.
of
The rails
taking mass.
create like a
magnetic
magnetic field,
force.
and it pushes the thing forward.
Awesome. And it's just a projectile.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah. So as long as there are not people on it, they can launch tons of this stuff.
Satellite, yeah.
And he's
Railguns.
talking like a million satellites. I mean, a million satellites. It's like for a data center, basically in space. A million satellites up in orbit, in sun-synchronous kind of orbit area, would look like. It's like we would have our own ring, a little off ring around the Earth.
Oh.
That you could see from a distance.
Like Saturn has its rings,
Right.
Earth will have its own man-made rings.
Yeah, right. Our whole man-made ring, and it'd be, a little wispy ring around the Earth. That's how many satellites he's talking about putting up.
Wow.
And
Awesome.
the whole thing is, let's say we're talking about you have to build those satellites on the moon. Maybe not the chips, but the rest of the satellites to make it worth it. Where, we don't have any manufacturing on the moon.
Let's play
It's
this
not going to work out. It's not going to work as nice, figuring out how to manufacture on the moon is not going to be as easy as some people may be thinking.
I'll tell you, sir, I like Elon's can-do attitude, and he has an idea that we can play. He wants to build a city on the moon.
All
we
right.
have this little quick report I think we have time for.
Run it.
Welcome back, everybody. Listen to this. Elon Musk says he wants to help create a city on the moon. Yeah, he says on social media that he is prioritizing that over his plan for a Mars settlement. So the SpaceX founder says a moon city is a faster and easier option. He estimates it could happen in less than a decade, while his Mars plan could take more than 20 years. Musk also notes this is easier to get to the moon rather than Mars, right? So NASA has a similar lunar plan. Musk says he's also not giving up on an eventual Mars settlement. So I guess you'll see a moon man soon.
Nice.
Well, the moon thing kind of makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think the end goal is really Mars, but Mars is so far away. I mean, it's like 6 months away, or I think they can go faster than that. But when you go faster than that, you are taking chances, and there's nobody to help you at the moment. So you don't want to be going like real fast. It's like if your engines don't.
Nobody can catch up with you. And
Yeah,
protect
nobody
and
can catch
save
you, can save you or nothing. There's nobody out there. It's like kind of like our moon mission that we're talking about that's happening in an hour or so.
20 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Well,
yeah.
no sooner
less
than
than 20 minutes. Oh, yeah, 20 minutes.
It's 3:05 right now. I was about to say 3:04, but I disclaimed.
Yeah, I mean, maybe 20
Yeah.
minutes. There's nobody out there to help you, or there's no rescue mission coming for you. It's over, for lack of a better word. So it'd be nice to go and try out all these technologies, and you're gonna need a lot of technologies for the moon. Building cities, how to do it, how to use resources out of the ground, how to do all in zero low or not or in low gravity and low gravity, and we're also talking about no air, environment.
Yeah.
And how to deal with all this, abrasive dust that tears up your stuff, radiation from the sun, micrometeorites. You got to deal with all. We got to have technology.
The moon is all pockmarked.
Huh?
The moon is all pockmarked, indicating that
when a meteor comes down, it's not like the shooting stars that we have here. The shooting stars barely make.
They burn up.
They burn up.
Shooting stars are meteorites that
little meteorites
because they just burn up.
They burn up in the upper atmosphere, but on the moon they don't burn up. They hit you.
There is no atmosphere.
They hit the ground. They hit whatever.
That's awesome. Well,
that's awesomely bad.
Yeah.
So he wants to try all these technologies, which makes sense, to get all these things and build a city on the moon first before you build a city over on Mars,
Well,
or move beyond there. But the bad side of it is, who's going to be, this may set back Elon's time frame for setting up something on Mars, and if we do one on the moon, I think it may just set back, maybe the thing on Mars won't happen for longer, you know what I mean?
A whole generation.
Right.
And then they'll be like, well, how come we didn't go to set up a base on Mars yet? Space is fake.
Yeah.
Shout out.
They'll say it forever.
Right. The folks that go to the base, the flat earthers that go to the base on the moon will come back and then they'll be called traitors.
This whole space exploration thing is still in its infancy, and people don't really understand that.
It really is.
One last super from Birdie Bound B. Brian, get you a can of that can do, boy. Nice.
Well, we need as much can do as Elon, huh?
Indeed.
Positive.
Yes.
Like
Trump has a can do attitude about the best is yet to come, and I really appreciate it, although I doubt it. And Elon has a can do attitude as well, which I really admire.
Yeah, it's over the top. This is the most by the way, that Terafab thing and the million satellites is the most over the top can do that I've ever heard of or seen outside of fiction.
Think big.
Yeah.
What do we need all those satellites for?
It's AI compute. They're AI
there'll
satellites.
be computers out there.
They're basically a big AI compute swarm of satellites.
Awesome.
Skynet. That's awesome. I like it.
Right. So, and they need to be out there because there's light all the time, so you don't have to worry about batteries. So you can put it in an orbit and it just uses sunlight as energy, and that's the main thing. It just uses sunlight as energy. Whereas here, we have to make energy, and find a place for all this stuff.
And cool it.
Exactly.
And one last coffee from, at this point, just call me Mike. Maine, I'm not big on that space thing, but it's hilarious. Laughing with tears sideways.
Oh.
I agree. I mean, I enjoy it. It's kind of interesting. Although a lot of it goes over my head. Well, thank you, guys. That was pretty fun. We're well past the top of the hour here.
Okay.
This has been episode 81.
Right. And folks, they're supposed to launch in like 15 minutes or something like that last time I looked. We'll see if it might get scrubbed. Probably chances are I'll get scrubbed.
Yeah.
Because that's just how this things kind of work. But I don't know. It might take off. You just have to see.
Wait and see.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's it.
Nice. Thank you all. Thank you to the
See you,
producer.
folks.
Thank you to the viewers. Take care, y'all.
Bye.
How do we end
Bye.
this?
Bye.